Review: there was a moment of confusion after Bryan Adams played Summer of '69 at Melbourne's Laver Arena on Thursday. Presuming he'd saved his most enduring hit for the end, several dozen people made a dash for the exits, hoping to avoid the queues in the car park. Why do we do this? I can't recall the last major concert that didn't involve a stampede during the encore. Before Adams returned to the stage, the bloke next to me fled as though the stadum was on fire. Afterwards, I saw him trapped behind a recalcitrant boom gate, giving a passable imitation of a man in an electric chair. Bryan Adams' concert at the TSB Bowl of Brooklands. Because that's the spirit of rock and roll, trying to beat the traffic on Punt Road. Read more. Nelson rocks out to Bryan Adams, who pays tribute to Christchurch shooting victims. Persistent rain doesn't dampen the spirit of Bryan Adams fans. Bryan Adams to play New Zealand in the summer of '18. Those who stayed soon realized Summer of '69 was not the final song, it was the halfway point. Adams has toured Down Under 11 times previously, reshuffling his setlist each time. In 2 hours, he performed just handful of newer songs, Ultimate Love and Shine a Light, co-written by Ed Sheeran, and some covers, Whiskey in the Jar, I Fought the Law. Bryan Adams is in New Zealand for concerts in Auckland, Wellington, Nelson and Christchurch over the next few days. Nearly everything else was a classic. Run to You, Heaven, Cuts Like a Knife, Can't Stop This Thing We've Started, When You're Gone, Please Forgive Me, Straight from the Heart, All for Love, You Belong to Me. A technical hitch meant his vocals were overshadowed in the first few songs. He's always had a gravelly voice, but at 59, it retains most of its power. Nostalgia's a curious thing. Adams didn't score any top 10 singles in Australia in the '80s, though his breakthrough album Reckless reached number 2.17032019. Photo: Victoria Guild, Stuff. Bryan Adams concert. Nelson. Over time, however, these songs worked their way into our consciousness. Some receive more radio airplay now than in the year of their release, thanks to classic hit stations. By the 1990s, Adams was at his commercial peak, notching up 4 chart toppers and 2 more songs in the top 5. This is no surprise. His music is built for everyday moments, for lonely highway driving, for closing time at an Irish pub, or for the wrenching aftermath of a breakup. And to settle a debate overheard at the merchandise stand, the song title Summer of '69 really is a reference to sex. Adams cancelled his show in Christchurch, in solidarity with the victims of the mass murder, after a gunman walked into 2 mosques in the city and opened fire, killing 50 people. At his show in Nelson, the singer paid tribute to the victims, saying there was a massive elephant in the room tonight. Bryan Adams playing live in Nelson. We just want to say how incredibly sorry we are to the people in Christchurch, and the victims, and their families, he said. I was trying to think of what I could say, and there is no words really for it. It's horrific stuff. Reviewer Samantha G. said Adams dedicated his performance of Shine a Light to those affected by the tragedy. The song, off his 14th studio album of the same name, was written after his father's death. Sydney Morning Herald with Stuff.